Hi, Sally Walker here, your hormone and slow age expert. So this organ, which is reddish brown in colour and has two lobes and weighs about 3 pounds, what does it do? Lots of important jobs, but probably the most important one, it will determine which nutrients should be processed, which nutrients should be stored, and which should be eliminated via the urine and stools, and which should go back into the blood and into circulation for other cells to use. Pretty important, isn't it? But it stores. Let's have a little look at what it stores. It stores fat-soluble vitamins, so the vitamin A and the D and the E and the K. It can also break those down if we don't need to store them, which we probably do. But anyway, if we get too much of them, it will break them down. It stores vitamin B12, and it stores the minerals iron and also copper. And releases these whenever necessary in the body. So it estimated that it produces somewhere around 800 and 1,000 millilitres of bile every single day, which are important for the breakdown of fats in our gut. It produces many proteins, so plasma proteins as we call it. So things like CRP, where C-reactive protein, which is produced when there's lots of inflammation. So that is a measure of inflammation. The clotting factors, the clotting proteins like factor 8, for example, and carrier proteins. So things like sex hormone binding globulin, which will bind to sex hormones, so the estrogen and testosterone, and when it binds to these, then they won't be able to be active anymore. So this is a way that the body can actually control how much of the hormones are free and available and ready to work, and how by binding them to these carrier proteins like sex hormone binding globulin. And it's also responsible for making these, what I call cholesterol buses, the LDL and the HDL, which are sort of lipoproteins. They're also, in a way, carrier proteins, because they will be carrying cholesterols, and they will be carrying the fat-soluble vitamins, and they will also be carrying triglycerides out to the body, so all the cells can use these things, and then they will be carrying the used cholesterol back to the liver again, and then the liver will break it down and we will get rid of it through our stools. So has lots of functions. Have a little look at that article called Liver Jobs 101, and you'll be able to read through some of the others which I haven't mentioned as well. Happy hormones, happy life.